What is up, everybody? Mikey Dare Panzernator here with a World of Warships free play in the North Carolina. The shade thrown my way by Victim Raid and Drew during that Warships Wednesday stream about not having a high tier ship yet has kind of sunk in. It kind of personally shook me to my core. Totally, right, guys? But anyway, yep, play North Carolina, trying to get to Iowa. Then Montana. Maybe I'll have a tier 10 someday. Or maybe it's just more fun to have the meme of me never reaching tier 10, despite the fact having played since closed beta. But regardless, here we are in the game. Is it a little loud? It might be a little loud. I always find myself lowering this, but that's fine. Anyhow, what we have is North Carolina. Typical camo we've been using as of late, and we're playing on Northern Lights. That's right, because sir, we need more map variety. What do? Well, just make one of them seem wintry and call it something different. But sir, should we change the map at all? Nope, nothing different except aesthetics. It's fine, I kind of like it. But here's some guy in chat complaining about the North Carolina, saying the ship isn't even a little fun. Me. Dude, come on. North Carolina's fantastic. Like I told him. What I tell him? Come on. Oh, hello. Well, the chat open. Can I, like... Ooh. There we go. Ship is great. No idea what you're talking about. I would say it's arguably best tier 8 battleship. Did replays change a little bit? I don't know. We'll see if it yells at me and asks me to press shift non-stop as it likes to do. But anyway, we're kind of heading this way. So what I like to do is, from where I'm starting at, is kind of come this way, and then if there's a good target here, engage them. But if not, and if you're not noticing, I have my map on the mini mouse. Or cut back in kind of this channel where this Atlanta is. Try not to hit the tier pits right now, but so that's always good. But yeah, we got an Atlanta, and just trying to see what's going on. There's a Benson over yonder, carrier Zuhao. Dude, you're not a carrier, you're a Benson. Unbelievable. Then again, I'm not a Panzer, I'm a battleship. So you can argue all you want. At least they're not a YouTuber with a name based on a tank that primarily plays naval-based warships game. Well, I guess you could say they mainly more strategy games. This is not an This is also not me being able to put together a phrase. This is not an analysis of my own channel. This is just me saying stuff because the first couple minutes are always tough. Pot shots with this guy who may or may not be moving. Hopefully we hit him. Hopefully we do something. Apparently Cleveland's a huge threat, says someone. 4,300 damage. Who's sub-driver? A Nuremberg. Well, Mr. Nuremberg, you're kind of in for a bad treat anyway. So this game was after, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was after a series of being up-tiered and not having a good time, because I think I was playing like at a bad time of day, like early in the morning or something. It was some day, some time period that's not like prime time, everyone's home, so it's a bunch of tryhards. So there's a lot of tier 10s, but the reason I have this scoreboard open for far too long is I'm tied tier and we go all the way down to tier 6. That's about like North Carolina, you know, usual suspects. Speaking of usual suspects, there's the Nagato kind of running away, and like I said, kind of come back in the channel and kind of play things by ear. So Atlanta's doing Atlanta things, and Gneisenau and Nuremberg are both on fire. So, not Nuremberg, Nagato. Well, now neither one of them's on fire, so they've definitely used that good old repair kit. But regardless, I'm gonna pop my airplane. Maybe you'll see some more stuff. And the Cleveland is like I swear, the Cleveland's dual purpose 5 try to literally shoot the plane off my catapult once I launch it. Now we have an Atlanta over there. Not good. A bit of a tricky situation. We got some torpedoes inbound. If you or someone you know is Type 1 or Type 2 torpedo beats may be able to help. Something like that. Might make up fake ads. I feel like that'd be funny. It'd also be a lot of effort. Speaking of torpedoes, yeah, we have friends over here. Not a fan of that, but there's definitely somebody inside that area. My dual-purpose turrets are... I just watch them swing around and do that. Oh, look, a Nievnu. Comrade. Da. Fire the guns. I think this is about to be an example of Wargaming's terrible gun system. That's not terrible. And look at that. I got a kill. Didn't do the most damage to him, but finished him off. It was a big threat to our goals in this area of the map, so it's always good. Who says battleships can't kill destroyers? I mean, it's really hard, but you know, when they're sitting still, have already fired their torpedoes, and you're not too far out, it's a little bit easier. So that's that. What do we have? We have an Atlanta over there, and our Atlanta shooting at their Atlanta. Good stuff. But we do have a ship flanking around the back. I don't know who that is. I think, if I look at it, I think it's a Fiji. Because, yeah, it's a cruiser, it's not a Nuremberg, and the Atlanta is, well, he's right there. And he's about to T-bone me. Little horn to tell him to do something. Like, he just bounced off me. Like, that's just funny. Like, I know, you know, you can't model actual ship collisions because then the game would be unplayable because, like, your bow would fall off and he would have just taken both of us out the fight, but that's fine. I think it's funnier to have the no friendly fire, excessive damage. Like, I swear, this Cleveland is shooting through the mountain to snipe the plane off my catapult. Like, just the way AA works in this game is... It's been complained about ad nauseum on the interwebs, on Reddit for sure. But I'm just here to add to it because, well, my fighter plane, like I said, it barely got up the catapult, like, and it was instantly shot down by the Cleveland. We got some nice shots on him there, ish. Did some damage. Ooh, and our secondaries are going to start to light them up. And I guess this is the moment where we push forward. So, look at that, a nice little citadel. He wasn't even showing broadside. You can run, but you'll only die tired. Now we have a Tirpitz who's being caught unawares. I noticed that our ally took care of the Atlanta over where the decap would be, so our flank is clear. And now it is time to push. A lot of the enemy forces are going up around the A-cap. Look at that citadel. About 20,000 damage. Yeah, this is pretty good. Atlanta's doing Atlanta things to help me out. Tirpitz is on fire. Got some torpedoes inbound, which is not good. Tirpitz is dead. Yeah, this is bad. Dodge that one, which is great. Dodge the rear one, so I only take one, and it doesn't cause flooding, which is quite amazing indeed. I say I need intelligence data immediately as I see the Akatsuki who's popping smoke. I think I switched out explosive here. I'm not quite sure. Yep, there I go. Fire a little nice AP salvo. That probably would have sawed his bow off, but that's neither here nor there. And he disappears into the smoke, which is not good. But my secondaries take him out. Good old 5-inch of freedoms. I love them. Great stuff. I mean, I basically have an Atlanta on top of my main armament between the 10 dual-purpose 5-inch turrets. I actually have slightly more DACA overall than Atlanta, but, you know, my 5-inch broadside is less than his. But, you know, it's not like that's my primary armament or anything. It would be nice if they could shoot 13 kilometers, though, like the Atlanta. But I digress. North Carolina coming in on in. We're kind of in the cap. We're kind of, you know, forcing the issue. Like, y'all are short on ships. I'm about to, you know, I'm just North Carolina rolling into your cap. I already have 3 kills. Come at me. And the destroyer's like, who had the radar? Who had the radar? Like, bro, my secondary's fired before your smoke even came close. Like, don't complain about radar to me, bruh. Like, really. Secondaries, they just shoot. The shells were on their way before you even disappeared. And, well, they hit their mark. You had, like, no hit points left. So, taking the beating from this North Carolina, but, you know, you can afford to play offensively, a little bit aggressive, showing a little more broadside than you would normally like to get that rear turret online when you have a significant health point advantage, as well as a team ships remaining advantage. So, yep, he's getting dacked by the secondaries and by my friends, which I'm going to call them tertiary armaments or something. And of course, I can't let him get the kill. I have to do the last 117 damage myself. Now I'm in the cap. I think now I address our friend who's on the other team, that Akatsuki, who my secondary killed. He's like, how did you see me? Who had the radar? Me. There was in Atlanta. Yeah, like, dude, Sherlock Holmes, don't you have bigger cases to crack than this? Like, go back to port and play something else. Like, don't complain about game mechanics. Like, just leave. Be better. ATL nearby, and here I explain. My secondary's fired, you disappeared, they hit you. Boom. Yep. And I'm trying to avoid the sinking hulk of the North Carolina I killed. More finished off than killed. This fighter plane was a little bit reluctant to get in the sky after both of his comrades got sniped off the catapult by that Cleveland, but that Cleveland was dispatched, so we were finally able to convince him to go up top. I don't know why I'm using my horn right now, but I am. That North Carolina and the Gneisenau now, do they ram? They do not. Ooh, that was weird. That was interesting. But our Farragut killed their Miyoko and a bunch of torpedoes. And yeah, I don't think this Gneisenau now has much longer to live. I shoot some shells because, why not? So there we go. A victory for the good guys in the North Carolina. Only 66,000 damage. Execute order 66. It will be done, my lord. Lots of XP from flags and cambos and assorted nonsense. 4 kills though. Good stuff. Not quite top of my team, but still, the Atlanta was right next to me, so we were kind of tag team in this thing. You know, I was supporting my ally. Damage, pretty most of it from armor piercing. High explosives didn't do much of anything because the secondaries had already killed the Akatsuki by then. But our secondaries did do about 4,000 damage and almost 8,000 from fires. So that's North Carolina. You'll be seeing a lot of it as I'm trying to get my first tier 10. It'll happen soon. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, consider subscribing to the channel, as well as following me on Twitter and checking out my Patreon page. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, this is Mikey, there at Panzernator, signing out. See ya, nerds.